Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, welcome. Make sure you're subscribed. So yesterday I finished a cuticle oil, and so today I'm going to start on a new one. I do have several cuticle oils in my cuticle oil collection, but typically I just stick to one until I'm finished with it, and my reasoning for that is I feel like I will get more of the benefits from that specific cuticle oil if I stick to it and use it consistently, as opposed to just swapping them around and using different ones at a time. I do have other oils that I use as well throughout the day, but as far as like a manufactured cuticle oil that is for that specifically, I typically just stick to the same one until I'm finished using it, and then I move on to another one. And also, I haven't done like a natural nail journey update in a little while, so this is what my nails currently look like on this hand. And they're not all super long yet, but they are much healthier than they have ever been. And I know that because this nail over here is the longest my nails have ever been, ever. And the reason I didn't file it back to match the other ones is because just looking at that nail in particular gives me a lot of hope for my natural nail growth journey, and just shows me that I can grow my nails out. And so I just am leaving it that way to serve as encouragement, I guess. But I am trying to keep my nails uniform as far as keeping them all filed the same way as best as I can for now. So yeah, I'm really happy with how things are going with my nails. And this hand is, most of these are about the same length as my pointer finger and my middle finger on my left hand. I have had some trouble with this nail right here recently. So it's a journey and it's a process to get your nails healthy after wearing acrylics and press-on nails and things like that. And I'm still in the early stages of growing my nails out. But this is how I'm doing right now. And I can do a separate video on everything I'm doing to grow my nails out and the products that I'm using. But I really just wanted to show you guys like a small update, because I wanted this video to be more about just kind of like a quick little informational video on what I found recently at Dollar Tree. So yeah, but I am still working on growing out my natural nails. So if you guys have any tips for growing out natural nails, let me know in the comments below. And like I said, I may do a separate video here pretty soon on everything I'm doing to grow mine out and what has been working for me. So Sally Hansen cuticle oil has always been a really good one in my opinion. This is one that I have used in the past and I've really enjoyed it. It's got really good ingredients in it for the most part. And we'll get into that in a little bit. But this has some things in here that are really good for your nails. And this is a cuticle oil that I trust. And I purchased it recently to have in my cuticle oil arsenal, because I go through a lot of cuticle oils. So yeah, so I've had this one in there for a little while. And like I said, I've used this in the past and it is a good cuticle oil. It does work really well. So I really do like this. Now the other day when I was at Dollar Tree, I saw this cuticle oil right here and I jumped to reach for it, because anytime I can find a good cuticle oil at Dollar Tree, I'm more than likely going to purchase it, because if it's a savings and it's a good quality product, why not? Obviously, right? So I saw this cuticle oil. Now I do see cuticle oils at Dollar Tree a good bit, but most of the ones I have found lately did not have any good ingredients in them. In fact, there would be like a long list of like just like unrecognizable chemicalized like ingredients. So I'm not putting that on my nails. I'm working really hard to get my nails strong and healthy and growing them out. And I don't want to put anything on my nails that may not be good for them or that may not actually be helpful to them. Plus I just don't want extra chemicals going in my body. So I try to stick with cuticle oils that for the most part have good ingredients in them and things that are actually going to benefit my nails. And the ones that I have seen lately at Dollar Tree did not fit that description at all. But anytime I see one at Dollar Tree, I'm still gonna reach for it and look at it and check it out and see if it's something that I can use, obviously. So I saw this one, and it says cuticle oil and nail strengthener, and down here it says moisturizes with vitamin E, helps strengthen nails and cuticles. And so then immediately I saw where it says compare to Sally Hansen vitamin E nail and cuticle oil, and I got really excited because I know that this one is a good one right here. So I was like, that is probably going to be a pretty good one. So I flipped it over just to see what the back said, to check out the ingredients and stuff. And I noticed that the ingredients were very similar to the Sally Hansen cuticle oil. And on the top it says, dry cuticles, nails not looking so good. Looks like you need a dose of vitamin E. Our formula helps soften cuticles and helps leave nails looking smooth and moisturized. So it says to use, begin with cleansed, dry hands. Lightly brush the oil onto nails and cuticles. Gently massage your nails and cuticle area. Product can be used over painted or bare nails. So I was like, well, I'm definitely going to get one of these. I started to get like 5 or 6 of them because if this really does work pretty much the same as the Sally Hansen cuticle oil, this would be a great option because I'm not necessarily saying I would use it to replace my Sally Hansen cuticle oil, but it would be a nice option because I do go through a lot of cuticle oils. So why not, you know, use this one when I can. So I did compare these to each other when I got home. And so it says that these have the same amount in them. They both have 0.45 fluid ounces. But I looked at these bottles side by side, and as you can see, the size of the bottles themselves are different. And the one on the left, the Sally Hansen, has a lot more product in it than the one on the right. I mean, it looks like it does anyway. I know that different shapes and sizes of bottles can play tricks on the eyes when they have liquid in them, but these bottles look like they're pretty much the same like circumference or whatever. So I don't know how these could have the same amount in them. Y'all tell me what y'all think, but they look like they're not the same exact amount. Still though, either way, it's close enough that it would probably definitely still be quite a savings if you wanted to use this one as an option sometimes, as opposed to, you know, spending lots of money on various cuticles, which, like I said, this is definitely not the only one I use. I have several in my collection and probably always will, even if I find one that is a favorite, you know what I mean? Just because I like to use different things and I'm always trying new things. So I will say also, as far as the price on the Sally Hansen product, now the cheapest I have found this one lately has been $5. And that was at Five Below. Most places have gone up in price on this one. Or I know that Dollar General has. I recently noticed a price increase at Dollar General on this one, and it went up to about like $5.65 or something. It may be different in different states or depending on like the area where you're at. And then at Walmart, I think this one at Walmart is like $6 and something. I'm pretty sure it's at least $6 and something. And then, of course, if you go to places like CVS and Walgreens, those stores are always overpriced. So you would be paying, I'm sure, a lot more than that if you got it there. Because I did see this recently at those stores too. And I noticed that the price was a bit higher, a good bit higher than like Walmart and stuff. And also I looked the Sally Hansen one up online, and it costs more online, I'm pretty sure. Maybe you could find it on eBay if you bought like several of these at one time. Then there may be a deal on there where you don't pay as much. But for the most part, Sally Hansen is going to run you at least $5, but more depending on where you get it. I think I saw some places online where it was up to like $8 or $9 a bottle. But again, that could have been like an eBay listing where you were getting more than one. I can't remember. But either way, most of the time, you're probably going to be paying at least $5 for Sally Hansen. And the only place that I believe I have found it for that cheap in stores anyway was at Five Below. But this is $1.25. So I think if this works pretty well, then it would be a great option to have on hand. And like I said, if you're a natural nail girly and you go through a lot of cuticle oils, this would probably be a really great option for you. I did notice the viscosity of these. It seems like when I look at them this way, it seems like this one might just be slightly more thick, but I'm not completely sure, and I'm not sure if that would even really make a difference. It's just something that I observed, and I did look at the ingredients on the back, but I noticed before I even came home and put them side by side that these ingredients were very similar, because I've looked at this a lot in the past. And so they both have the safflower seed oil and the this ingredient right here, which I believe is just vitamin E. This one on the left has the let's see, I don't know how you pronounce that, the alcohol in it. This one does not. So I think that's probably a good thing, because I know alcohol can be drying, which I understand they put it in here probably just to make the oil absorb more. So it's probably not anything that would be bad for your nails, but it's not in this one. These two ingredients right here, I feel like that's probably also what those serve as, but they're also in this one. And then this has panthenol, which I believe is like vitamin B. That is not in here. I saw that this has propylparaben in it, and I didn't notice that until recently when I had purchased this one. I think I noticed it then, and I was like, why is that in there? You know, there's no reason for that to be in there. Parabens are so unnecessary. But anyways, this one does not have that, so I thought that was cool. They both have the apricot kernel oil. This one has wheat germ oil, which is really good for your nails. And I think that whenever I used this in the past and I noticed good results with it, I think it was probably coming from that wheat germ oil, because it is really good for your nails. This one does not have that. They both have coconut oil, which is a good thing. And then they got the mineral oil. Don't really care for mineral oil, but if it's not the only ingredient in there, or if it's minimal amount, I don't really care. This one, however, the mineral oil is closer to the top in the ingredients list, which means, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but ingredients are listed in order of from greatest to least. So I would have preferred for that to be at the end of the ingredients list, but it's whatever. And then they both have the aloe. So as you can see, this looks like a pretty decent dupe of the Sally Hansen cuticle oil. And I feel like, even though it's not the exact same, it's still a great option, especially for the price. So I am going to open it up and just like see how it does on my nails and my skin right here. So I do prefer like the brushes like this, because what I like to do after I apply it like around my nail, I like to, I'm so scared to sit that down. It should be okay though. I like to go under my nail like this too. And the brushes work really well for that. So yeah, it feels pretty good going on. Like it's a good, you know, decent formula. It's not like super thick, but it feels pretty good for a cuticle oil. It feels like a very decent, good quality cuticle oil. So probably, if I go back to Dollar Tree and I find these, I'm probably going to stock up on them, because I feel like they would be great to have on hand, just because of how many cuticles I go through. So yeah. And I would say, I haven't used this one in a while, so I don't remember exactly what it feels like on the nail and on the skin. But it seems like, as far as the viscosity is concerned, it seems like this one could be just a little bit thicker. I don't want to open it yet and see, because I like to leave things in their packages. But I would say this is a very comparable dupe. I think we can kind of tell from just looking at the bottles that it does seem like this one is a little bit thicker, just a little bit thicker. But I mean, that doesn't really matter to me. It's just an observation that I made. But yeah, so I was excited to find this at Dollar Tree, and I know that there's several people that are into like the Be Pure brand because they are coming out with some things that a lot of people are enjoying. Now, I haven't seen a whole lot of things that I personally want to use on my body or my skin, but I was very excited to find this. I feel like this is a good product, and I'm excited to get some use out of it. I'll probably zip through this pretty quickly. And like I said, if I go back and I find more of these, I will probably stock up on them and just like buy a whole bunch of them. What would be really cool is if you could buy a box of these off of the Dollar Tree website. I know you can purchase Dollar Tree items off the Dollar Tree website, so that would probably be a good way to save money too if you really use a lot of cuticle oils and stuff. Hey y'all, so I had already stopped filming the video whenever I decided to go ahead and use this on my cuticles, and I just wanted to pop back in and say that I love the way this like soaked into my skin, and from the way it applied and the way it felt when I was rubbing it in and the way it soaked in and the way my nails and my cuticles and the skin around my cuticles feel now, this is definitely a great product. Definitely, in my opinion, a hidden gem. I really like this and I do highly recommend it. So I did want to include that into the video as well. Yeah, so I hope this video was helpful. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I figured that this would be a good thing to do because I know people love to find hidden gems at Dollar Tree and love to learn about hidden gems at Dollar Tree. So in my opinion, this is definitely a hidden gem that I found at Dollar Tree. So yeah, so I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like. Also, if you have not subscribed to my channel, make sure you're subscribed. That way you don't miss any of my videos. I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.